Hey guys, what's going on? Hermdo back with you. And today we're going to be taking a look at Detroit's future cap projections, especially after this season. That's got some interesting stuff going on. But let's talk about the projected cap overview. The NHL salary cap for 2026-2027 is going up to 104 million, up from 95.5 million this upcoming season. Detroit's projected cap hit 2025-2026 approximately 83.41 million, with cap space around 12.1 million before accounting for potential bonuses and overages. Cap projections for 26-27 estimate a huge 44 to 44.4 million in available cap space as core costs decline and entry-level deals expire. Now, the core long-term contract, still counting the season after next, Dylan Larkin, he's going to be there for another 6 years. Moritz Seider, Lucas Raymond, JT Compher, and Andrew Kopp will still be here, but I believe Kopp last year is 27, JT Compher's last year is 28. So those guys will be winding down, and they won't be part of the long-term picture after the next couple years. The short-term deals, Patrick Kane, 1 year, 3 million cap hit, or was it 4 million? I'm not sure. I think it was 4 million. Oh, no, it was 3 million. I think I made a mistake in the last video. Anyways, John Gibson, he's acquired last June, 6.4 million AAV for 2 years, so he's signed through 2027. Cam Talbot, 2.5 million AAV for a 1-year deal. Entry-level bridge or low AAV contracts, Simone Edvinsson, Nate Danielson, Jesse Kiskinen, Antti Tuomisto, Jacob Bernard Docker, Elmer Soderblom, and others, all around 0.9 million or less each, mostly under entry-level deals, which is restricted free agent status. Down the dead cap, as we talked about this before, the Justin Advocator buyout, the final year of his cap hit, which is 1.055 million during 2025-2026, and it's eliminated after next season. So we're not paying Justin Advocator anymore. It's kind of funny considering how long that guy's been gone and how we're still, it's like a Bobby Bonilla deal. It's ridiculous. But anyways, the projected cap space is about a little over 44 million after this next season, after 26. The core long-term contract is Larkin, Seider, and Raymond. Expect to get Edvinsson in there at some point. Short-term commitments, Gibson, year 2, Kane, if extended. Entry-level contracts, 10 to 12 players constraining about a little less than 10% of the cap. Dead money only retained if Kane, Kopp trades, or buyouts occur. Detroit will still benefit from significant flexibility, especially important if RFAs like Edvinsson, Danielson, and others approach extensions or need arbitration. Now, what kind of contract are we going to be keeping Alex DeBrincat around if he maintains his production? Now, he's in his, he's entering into his late 20s now. He'll probably be 30 by the time, he'll be what, 28, 29 next year? I'm not sure. But he'll probably still fit into Detroit's long-term plans, at least initially. But having $44 million in cap space after next season is absolutely incredible. Just thinking about the kind of free agents Yzerman can go pick up at the deadline, that makes you very happy as a Red Wings fan. It makes you very excited. Remember back in the days, back in the early 2000s and the 90s when we were picking up Brendan Shanahan and Brett Hull and all those guys. Excuse me. But, just thinking about, could we return to that exciting free agency deals as we saw, with Wings teams in the past? It's been a long time since we had a big name come here. I think like Brad Stewart and Marian Hossa in the late 2000s. But since then, it's really just been a bunch of retreads and a bunch of other guys that just didn't stick around too long. The cap navigation and strategy implications, with many bridge or entry-level contracts expiring by 26-27, the cap rising steeply to 104 million, 113.5 billion by 27-28. Detroit is poised for a transition. Core assets, Seider, Raymond, Larkin, are locked in at reasonable value relative to market. Short-term veteran contracts, Kane, Gibson, Talbot, Kopp, are easily managed and convertible if performance dips or roster moves are needed. Prospect depth remains cost-efficient, offering team flexibility for promotions or cap relief. Moving on from Compher or Kopp via trade or buyout would free additional space to reinvest. We'll see. Those two could be buyout candidates. I don't know. Do you just kind of bite the bullet? But I think if their production, Kopp, I want to cut slack to. No, I'm sorry. Compher, I want to cut slack to. Kopp, not so much. I think Compher still has a little bit of an upside. I think he can kind of rebound. But as I said in the last video, I'm not really counting on it. You know, I'm not holding my breath in that regard. But the conclusion, let's go to the conclusion. By the end of the 25-26 season, the Red Wings are positioned in elite cap shape, about $44 million in projected cap space, as we discussed. Minimal dead cap, no more abdicator. Core young players under club-friendly extensions and entry-level and short contract expiring just as the cap escalates. They look to have significant roster flexibility, capable of pursuing upgrades via free agency, maintaining key RFAs, or making aggressive trades without risking long-term cap constraints. So yeah, the Wings cap situation in the next couple of years is going to get significantly better. Hopefully Yzerman doesn't go out and spend money stupidly. I'm sure he won't. I'm sure, you know, with Yzerman with $44 million to play with, I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see that. I hope I don't eat my words and we wind up signing some god-awful deals. But, yeah. As of next year, we'll talk about expectations next year. We kind of already talked about it. I figured they'd be maybe a few games above 500. Probably, you know, maybe sneak into a wild card spot. But that's what I thought the last 2 or 3 seasons. And I was disappointed. So we'll see what next year, what they look like this year. So I don't know. Like, knowing how much cap space they're going to have after this season, I'm still invested in this year, and if they did miss the playoffs again this year, it'll be hugely disappointing. But it's not like, unless they really, really take a massive step back, I don't see Yzerman getting in any kind of trouble, really. I don't think his seat is really getting that warm. I think Yzerman's seat is lukewarm. We kind of talked about that before. I just don't know. But we'll talk more about Yzerman. We'll talk more about the Wings. We'll talk more about the upcoming season, all this kind of stuff, you know, games. Preseason's coming next month. Very exciting time for a hockey fan. Even though the games don't mean anything, you still get to see some of the young guys, see what they can do, which is all you can really ask for at this point. But yeah, summer's winding down. Soon will be hockey, football, and basketball time. So we'll get into all that. Make sure you subscribe to Detroit Fan Forum, my buddies Mark and Hitch, and myself, putting out content for you guys as often as we possibly can. Watch our live streams, subscribe, become a member, buy their merch, all that good shit. You can join my channel as well. Give me money. I have a buy me a coffee, not a buy me a coffee. I have I think it's a Venmo or one of the things, Cash App, I think. Give me money. I desperately need money. But anyways, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Stay safe, be cool, and I'll talk to you guys later.
Leave the gun. Take the cannoli.